Yeah, so here I have my YouTube video of rctestflight. He's doing a propeller design competition and I'm going to take part of it. Not sure if you're going to actually test mine, but just to see how good my propeller is going to be at the end. Maybe. I'm not going to use onshape, but Fusion 360, so I have my own little tricks at propeller design, so it's not my first propeller. That's definitely a good thing. And yeah, I'm just going to watch the video to get some of his tips and ideas, and then I'm going to do it for my propeller. Okay, for some reason the downloaded step file does not work. So let's just download it again, or I don't know, it's an STL maybe? But yeah, that should be an easy fix. Right now I'm just copying the model from rctestflight, or just the rough sketches for his mount especially, and also just the rough size of the blades. And then I'm going to redesign it in the Fusion 360 because I don't know, the step files didn't work. And yeah. I'm mildly confused because rctestflight says that he has like the components to the structure already in the model, and he also has 4 parts instead of me 1 and 4 surfaces, which are probably used for designing the prop, which are doesn't even fit. And also 2 things are failed to errors, and this is the original file from him.
Next rule, all the propellers have to use this hub so that I can easily attach them to my motor. If you're using onshape, then you can just copy this.
Yeah, I don't have that. There's a variable studio, but that's just the different parameters or values. In assembly, here's nothing. Now I basically replicated the main inner housing right here, and it should fit pretty exact. I tested it quite thoroughly and did precise measurements, and now I can add the propellers. Yeah, I must mention rctestflight adding the props in here as well a little bit. It's not the most professional thing, I would say. I'm not saying I'm the best propeller designer because I'm certainly not. It's like my third propeller I've ever designed. But that could be more professional, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so this is my prop. So there are 2, you can see rctestflight's propeller. You can see the mesh of it. There are 2 methods to create this propeller, or in general creating a propeller. Either you use the coil function and then make a huge coil basically, which has the correct pitch but doesn't have an airfoil shape. I always thought this would be a really simple and also good method to make a good propeller, but because it's basically like a screw, works pretty fine. But in the real world, we have aerodynamics and we need just an airfoil shape. So I'm actually not even sure if what I did is a good prop, but I tried to make it as aerodynamic as possible. So the yellow thing is my airfoil and the pink is rctestflights. And they start off quite similar. His is a little more airfoil shaped, definitely. Mine is quite pointy and more like a drop shape, water drop. The turn is similar, but he has more of the upswing, which I think is good for efficiency. And I have a little bit less total pitch in general, I think even from the start, because I think his pitch is a little too strong, but like I don't even know that much about aerodynamics and stuff, but yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, I made it a tiny bit longer, which you can see here, just to get this little bit edge of aerodynamic. I made this filters as well, because he just has this edge, and I know water shouldn't really get in here, and probably doesn't even matter, but yeah, I don't know, I think it's just weird to have this just air. So of course this also creates a lot of turbulences if water would get in, but I don't know, I'm not a propeller designer. And the mounting shape should be very accurate as well. Maybe like 1/10 of a millimeter wrong, but you won't notice that. Like, look at that, that's freaking precise. It's not like I've never printed such stuff. That accuracy is good enough. So let's see. And there's the submit button. Let's see. Okay, and now he can check it. Let's see if he builds it, but I'm pretty sure it will not, because it's not the best design. But okay.